Every golfer thinks they want to get better, but wanting isn't the spark. There's a moment, quiet, unmistakable, when something inside you refuses to stay the same. That's the ignition point. And once it lights, the swing, the body, the identity, everything begins to reorganize around it. This is the chapter where the game stops being mechanical and becomes personal. Welcome to Desire, the fire behind the swing. Your desire reveals the golfer you are meant to become. The changes that take place in your game never come from chance, luck, or coincidence. They come from a change in the concept of yourself. When you shift the internal golfer you bring to the course, your outer results begin to reorganize around that shift. To the untrained eye, it looks like improvement just happened, but the only force shaping your game is the one you carry within you, your assumptions, your expectations, and the identity you accept as true. Desire is the beginning of that transformation, not desire as craving or wishing, but desire as revelation, the quiet pull toward a greater expression of yourself. When you feel the desire to be a steadier golfer, a more confident golfer, a more composed golfer, that desire is not coming from the outside. It is coming from the deeper part of you that knows this version already exists. Desire is the signal of the golfer you are meant to become. The ideal you seek will not appear in your game until you have accepted it internally. You must imagine that you are already the golfer you desire to be. You must feel the steadiness, the clarity, the composure of that version of yourself before it shows up on the scorecard. This is not pretending. This is not forcing. This is the psychological shift that makes transformation possible. You cannot wait for evidence. You must bring the feeling first. Everything depends on your attitude toward yourself. That which you refuse to affirm as true of yourself can never be realized by you. If you cannot accept the possibility of being a calm golfer, you will never experience calm. If you cannot accept the possibility of being a consistent golfer, you will never experience consistency. Your desire reveals the ideal, but your acceptance of that desire determines whether it becomes real. All transformation begins with suggestion, the suggestion of a new identity. But suggestion only works when you open yourself fully to the influence of your ideal. You must abandon the old concept of yourself and give yourself completely to the feeling of the golfer you intend to be. This is not a half-hearted shift. This is a full internal commitment. You must assume the feeling of your desire fulfilled until it becomes more vivid, more real, and more dominant than the old patterns you've lived with for years. This is the part most golfers never do. They want improvement, but they do not want to abandon the familiar version of themselves. They want new results, but they cling to old assumptions. They want transformation, but they refuse to surrender the identity that has been producing their inconsistency. Desire demands more. It demands fidelity, unwavering loyalty to the new version of yourself before it appears. To live from desire is to live from the end. It is to feel the steadiness of the golfer you intend to be, even when your last round didn't reflect it. It is to feel the confidence of the golfer you are becoming, even when your swing feels uncertain. It is to feel the composure of your ideal self, even when the situation around you is chaotic. When you honor your desire, you begin to reorganize internally. Your assumptions shift, your consciousness rises, your reactions soften, your decisions sharpen. You begin to feel like the golfer you desire to be, not because the game changed, but because you changed. And once you change, the game follows. Desire is not the outcome. Desire is the identity. It is the blueprint of the golfer you are meant to bring to the course. When you accept your desire as legitimate and allow yourself to feel its fulfillment, you begin the radical psychological transformation that makes new performance possible. Desire is the spark. Desire is the direction. Desire is the emotional engine of your evolution. Desire needs an unwavering commitment to change yourself to higher, more improved version of yourself as the golfer you see yourself becoming. It takes unwavering commitment. Simply lip service of what you desire to create will fall short, just like the birdie putt you need from 20 feet to shoot your lowest score ever fails to go in because you only struck the putt to feet, falling 1 foot short of the cup. Every real transformation in golf starts with a spark, the moment you refuse to stay the same. This chapter is about that ignition point and the identity shift that follows. If this hit something in you, stay with the series. Like, subscribe, and keep walking with me. We're just getting started.